For my mom's birthday, we went for a family dinner at Kame on Broadway, and this was a really nice Japanese restaurant. And then I also took her to this Italian restaurant separately, and this was during dine out as well, so we tried their menu for that, which was also really good, and I just thought it was really cozy out on their patio. Sometimes I forget that my cat is actually I think he is 11 or he's turning 11 this year, and that's just crazy to me because we've had him ever since he was just 8 weeks old. While I was getting ready, he decided to join me in the washroom, and he actually comes in here a lot, and I think it's partially because he wants to see if he can get any snacks, but he really likes to just follow us around. So today is February 9th, and I think it's the day before Chinese New Year, so I'm getting ready for a dinner that we're going to with my mom's aunt and cousin, and we have actually a lot of dinners planned this week, or just like this weekend, and I'm looking forward to all the yummy food. In the past, I haven't really done anything we haven't really done anything for Chinese New Year, and I know there's like so many different traditions or just like things that you're supposed to follow, but I think a lot of people think that they're more like superstitions, and the only thing that I really follow is just like no cleaning on the day of, and then I think you're also not supposed to shower on the day of like Chinese New Year as well, and something about like not cutting your hair, I think a month before and a month after, or it's a couple weeks, I can't really remember, but I got my hair cut a few weeks ago just so I would pass that time. But there's a lot of different traditions that we don't really follow because we grew up here, and our mom isn't like a super superstitious person, so we've never really done like the traditional Chinese things for Chinese New Year. Lately, I've been really into getting groceries and just trying different snacks. We went to this Taiwanese supermarket in Richmond, and they had so many different things. I went to like one aisle that had pretty much anything you need to make bubble tea, and they had a bunch of jellies and different powders for pudding, and I got a taro powder mix, and I used to not like powdered taro just because I got headaches from it, maybe because it was too sweet, but lately I've been craving that, so I got this to try, and it's actually pretty good. It's still really sweet, and I prefer like the real like taro chunks. Also picked up these milk teas, and they're like single serving ones, so they come in like little tea bags, and I think it already has the milk powder inside. You can technically refill it, but it tastes the best the first time, obviously, and they're really good. I'm planning to get more when I go to Taiwan. This was just a stock up in the meantime. And the actual reason why we were in Richmond this day, because we usually try to avoid it because the traffic is really bad on the weekends, especially for like the Chinese New Year weekend or Lunar New Year weekend. It's usually really busy, but we were there because we were watching our mom's friend's daughter. She was performing, so we watched her ballet performance, and she's part of this dance studio, so they were performing for the Chinese New Year celebration, and it was pretty fun, and it just felt really festive. And then we went to their house afterwards for hot pot, and hot pot is always something that I love because you can just add whatever you want to it. Hot pot is actually pretty affordable if you have it at home because you can buy a lot of things for pretty cheap, especially at like Asian grocery stores. So this time they set everything up and we just got there and ate. It's been a really long time since I've had ramen, and I actually went through this phase before a couple years ago where I just wanted ramen every single time I went out to eat. And it used to be called Marutama, but it's called something else now. I went for breakfast, which is kind of heavy, and the soup was pretty rich, but it was really good. And I got the one with chashu. I think I got the one with like 5 pieces, which was a little bit too much food for me, but it tasted really good. And if you haven't already noticed, eating out and just trying new foods is one of my favorite hobbies. I went through a little cafe phase, but because I'm not in school anymore, I don't go to them as often. And it's also just like $9 for one drink is crazy. On the weekend, we took a little trip down to Bellingham and we went to Trader Joe's, and I'm sure a lot of people in Vancouver do this just because it's so close by, but I have a problem and I want so many things, and there's so many things that I want to try out. But honestly, I want to try some more things at Superstore because I think they have like comparable products, so maybe I'll do that in the future. I picked up a lot of things from the frozen section, and we actually don't have that much space in our freezer anymore. Most of it was filled by the things that I got, but they have a lot of good like single serve and meals for the freezer section, so I picked up a lot of that just on days that I need like a quick dinner. It's honestly pretty weird to think about how the things that I get excited for now is like grocery shopping and cleaning, which it's so weird. Like, I never thought that would happen, but this is where we are now. I also can't wait to be able to have my own place and like decorate and everything and host. I think that's gonna be something that I look forward to the most, just because right now I don't really have a space to do that, but I actually like cooking a lot, so I hope when that time does happen, I can actually host a lot. Their sweet section, or like their baking aisle, is also really nice. And I want to try out some more of their spices as well, like their seasoning blends, but I didn't really pick anything up for that this time.
to have each other's playlists. No, no. Used to be each other's best friends. Yeah. And now we go our separate pathways. But your heart's still in mine. Yeah. And maybe we can try next week again. But I don't wanna feel like toxic. But who cares? You said that we're over. Hands under covers alone. This time. But everything I see still reminds me of you. Back of all your things, the memories of when I kissed you. Remember when we used to say to each other, we belong together, me and you forever. Where you heard you counted down from the weekdays. I could take you up, what do you